welcome to my channel. So I'm pretty excited to film this video because it's a project that I've been wanting to do for a couple months now. I've been wanting to do this video for about 2-3 months, and understandably some supplies are hard to get right now, but I finally have everything I need to do this video. So I'm going to show you guys how to do your own tie-dye sweatshirt or sweatsuit, or frankly anything that you want to tie-dye, because it's fun and why not. Initially when I had the idea to do this video, it started because I was looking for a tie-dye oversized sweatshirt, but I couldn't really find the colors that I wanted, so I figured, you know what, I have all this time on my hands right now, why don't I just do it myself? So I bought an all-white oversized sweatshirt to tie-dye, and then I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but tie-dye sweatsuits are trending right now, and those can get a little pricey, so I figured why not do that too, because that sounds like fun. So I bought an all-white sweatsuit, which actually took a really long time to find in my size because everything is sold out from a lot of stores. I guess everybody is doing this right now, but it is definitely fun. So I'm gonna show you guys how I tie-dye, and then I'm gonna show you the after product so that you can have some fun activities to do at home. Oh, and I also bought some plain white bandanas, which I probably could have done this myself, but I'm not that crafty. Plain white bandanas to do tie-dye bandanas for my dogs. Cause why not? That would be so cute, right? We'd be matching, right? So yes. So I wanted to show some befores of what I'm going to be tie-dyeing. So this is the all-white oversized sweatshirt I bought from Missguided. Again, this video is not sponsored. I don't have enough views for that. But just as imagine, so if you want to do something that has a logo on it already, like all white with a logo, that could definitely work as well, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I know it looks kind of cute the way I'm wearing it now, but what I'm gonna do is make this kind of like a pastel tie-dye, kind of like the colors that are in my intro, which I'm pretty excited about. Okay, I feel really out of my element right now, and I feel like I look like a marshmallow. I think she agrees. I just never wear all white, but this is the all white sweatsuit tracksuit that I bought, also from Missguided. They really do have a lot of cute stuff, and it's one of the only places I could find something in my size in all white. So if you're not having any luck, just check on a daily basis because they do restock, and I was finally able to get some in my size. For this one, I'm going to go for a purplish tie-dye, so we'll see how that turns out. So what I'm gonna do right now is show you guys all the supplies you'll need in order to get your tie-dye projects done. So we're gonna start off with the paint. So I went with the Rit paint. It's had pretty good reviews, and my sister has used it before. They have a ton of different colors to choose from, but I went ahead and got the fuchsia color, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Hyacinth, Jacinth. It's supposed to be a shade of purple. Teal, and then I got evening blue. Oh, I just realized I said this one in Spanish. Jacinth? So those are the colors that I purchased. Then what you're going to want is also to have some dish soap. To be honest, I don't really know what this is for. I tried looking it up, but I didn't really get a straight answer. So if anybody knows and want to let me know in the comments below, I would greatly appreciate it, just because I'm curious. But basically, you want to mix this in with your paint. You're going to want a pitcher if you're using this type of paint, to mix your water with the paint to kind of dilute the color to get the shade that you really want. You'll also want a squirt bottle. This will be to apply the paint onto your clothes. Speaking of clothes, you're gonna wanna make sure you have your all white or whatever you're going to be tie-dyeing supplies, some rubber bands to tie the clothes together, and some gloves because you obviously don't wanna get paint on your hands.
Get paint on your hands.
I recommend having some sort of white fabric. I have an all white towel that I've been testing out my tie-dye on, just so that when you mix the color, you can test it on your towel before applying it to your clothing, because you don't want to accidentally put the color you don't want. And I highly recommend also having some trash bags that will make it easier for cleanup and in case you make any messes. All right, here we go. So you wanna make sure your clothes are already damp before you start doing this. So I keep them in just this bucket. You're gonna wanna make sure you have your jug with hot water for this to work. And I'm gonna start off by adding some of the paint that I want. You wanna make sure you shake it too beforehand so you get all the pigments mixed in. Then I'm going to stir I'm also going to add some of this dish soap. So this is the fuchsia color. I'm going to test it out on my white towel. Very pink. So I tested out the pink and that's going to be the shade. Now I'm going to pour my mix into my bottle. I know that you guys can't see this, but I have 2 trash bags here and I'll show you why once I'm close to being finished. Before you start applying your paint onto your item, you want to start off by doing the tie-dye effect. So for this one, I'm gonna do the traditional swirl, and how you do that is by taking your piece of clothing and you're going to simply swirl it. I'm also going to swirl in my sleeves and see how that plays out. So I'm actually going to tie my sleeves like this to keep those in place. I'm also going to do that to my hood. Then you're going to take your rubber bands and just smush it all together. You don't actually have to tie this perfectly. The point is just to get the tie-dye effect going. This ought to do it. Now comes the fun part. Now you're going to start painting your item. So I'm gonna pour the mix onto this. Let's hope this comes out good. You can honestly put however much you want. Then you're gonna flip it and do it the same thing on the other side. Oops, I forgot to put my gloves on. You wanna make sure that you put your gloves on before putting the dye on so that you don't get any paint on anything else. I'm gonna put some more of this. Whoa, see? Thank goodness I had gloves on. Next color I'm gonna do is some of this purple. I'm gonna add a little bit to my hot water. This is already looking like my intro. Now we're going to do blue in the water. Oh, see why those trash bags aren't handy? We're gonna do teal. So once you're done applying all your paint, you want to dry up any excess that you have on your trash bag. What's gonna make this easy for cleanup is you're just going to simply roll up your item in the trash bag and wrap it up with a rubber band. And you're gonna leave it in here for about 8 to 24 hours. So I'm gonna start doing my sweatsuit. For this one, I'm just going to do the crinkle effect, which is really just crinkling it all together and tying it up. This one I want to do a purple shade. So I'm gonna use a bigger picture just because I'm gonna do a matching set with the pants. I wanna make sure I have enough of the same paint. I'm going to apply my gloves back on. Now we're gonna do the matching pants. And for this, I'm also just gonna do the crinkle effect. So I'm going to bunch it all together. This is seriously so fun. The final items I'm going to tie-dye are the doggy bandanas. I'm going to be using a small trash bag just for that since they're small items. I'm going to do these individually. I took my glove off because I feel like I do this world better without it. All right, so we have finished tie-dyeing. I am going to let the clothes sit for 8 to 24 hours, and then I'll show you guys tomorrow what the end and final results are. So the next day, I unwrapped my items.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Rinsed them off in the sink before throwing them into the washer, and I made sure to wash it with cold water. Then I threw them in the dryer, and here are my results. So here is the final product for my oversized tie-dye sweatshirt. Again, for this, I was going for a very subtle pastel look, and I think I definitely achieved that. You can kind of tell in the front, I do have a very subtle swirl going on. I like that it came out more patchy white in the front, because in the back, you can definitely notice more color. Overall, I'm pretty excited with how this turned out. I'm not a really big fan of vibrant colors, so this was perfect for me. And the cool thing is, if I really wanted to make this darker in the future, I can definitely still do that. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out as well. This one I actually had to do 2 times, and the reason for that is because the first time I washed it, the color diluted a little bit too much in the washer, so I had to go back and make the purple darker to get the shade I really wanted. And so I did get more of a lavender lilac color, which is what I was going for, so I'm pretty excited about this one. I feel comfortable, yet like I put some effort into what I am wearing these days, so I'm definitely excited to be wearing this around my house for now. So I didn't show myself doing this one, but this was actually the very first shirt I tie-dyed. It was kind of just my trial run to practice the technique, and I was pretty proud of myself because I felt like I mastered the swirl in one of my first attempts. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out as well. You really could tie-dye just about anything, guys. And we have Zuko and Vixie sporting their tie-dye bandanas. Look at you guys. Ooh, Zuko. You'll sure make your eyes pop. Look how handsome you are. And that's the end of our video. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see me tie-dye other items or what you think I should specifically tie-dye, because honestly, I'm obsessed and I want to tie-dye just about everything at this point. And if you would like to see more videos from me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Zuko, say bye. Say woo woo.